That will be a fun piece to play.
Yeah.
Just as fun as this one. Not as long, or shorter, but
Oh.
harder. What? You like hard, right? Okay, tune up, quick. Let's go. Okay, scale, just to warm up and then we'll jump. Oh, keep your bow straight, please. Ella, your bow is crooked. Make it straight. There. Good, I'll take that. Now play C major. Ella, get the bow straight. Where is this coming from? No, you're playing crooked bow. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Put the violin more on the shoulder, perhaps. Maybe you got longer. There. See? There. That's straight. You're starting from behind your ear. Don't. Good job. Keep it that way. Good. Keep it straight. Good. That's fine. Now I want you to play for me D flat major, which is exactly in between. Straight bow, wrist to the kiss. Good job. That's fine. Not bad. I don't remember who was the last person who could just do that. Not bad. Play all keys. Just randomly select yourself a note and play it. At this point, I think you should be able to play all major keys using the same thing. And be careful with very high ones. If you feel any pain right here, immediately stop. But I think you're strong and flexible enough to climb all the way and not to worry about it. Okay? Let's go for your piece. I have acquired myself an iPad with a pedal. Come on, talk to it. See?
What?
Is that cool? Really cool. Turns the pages fun. Okay.
Wow.
Let's go. You go ahead. Eventually I will join you. Going. Keep the bow straight. Move it. Okay, last three chords were out of tune, and you know that, right? We need to fix it. Hopefully we will get back to it today and do this, but for now, go on. Good. Jump. Did you forget or what? That's a part of the piece that you actually played very well before. Start on. Go.
Do you want the music?
She's trying to play the melody, and that's fine.
I don't think I do.
You don't have the music again?
I don't know where it went. Sorry.
So you practiced that whole week without the music or what?
I have another binder that has like a copy of it. So I just played from that. Well, I had to score it.
That's a problem because there are all the marks there. Remember? All your bones, all your fingerings, and you're going to be crushing them. That's the problem.
Right.
And Ella, I love you very, very, very much. Remember last time when you were here, you used the iPad, and I asked you to come home and to make sure that you have the music. Remember? I need you to follow through on these things. At this point, we need to survive somehow, but in the future, if you came home and you figured out that you don't have the music, then it would be a different story. Does the copy have exactly the same edition that I gave you?
Yes.
It is exactly the same music?
Yeah.
Does it have all your fingering and marking and everything?
Yeah.
Okay, then it needs to be coming with you to the lesson.
So you don't have another copy of it anywhere, Eugene?
Not with her bowings.
Oh, right.
I have a blank one, which doesn't make any sense because it's like starting.
Well, I'm
Really
just
on
saying,
it.
do you want me to? I guess it wouldn't help. I was gonna say I could maybe get Gretchen to scan it and send it,
Well,
or Sammy.
no, it will take too long.
Yeah.
But now, really, take care of it. When you come home, first thing that you do, you find that copy. You first of all do spend a few minutes looking for your original part. And if you did not find it, then you just cut your loss and you get the replacement put into your binder. Are you sure it's not in this binder?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me look, Ella. You just go ahead. But she forgot her BYO music too. So hey, we're on the roll.
Where did you forget the BYO music?
Wait. It's like at the rehearsal place where we practice it.
So,
go there a few weeks.
At the rehearsal, okay. All right. You have a very well organized binder. Did your mama do this for you or you did?
My mom actually did it.
Well, you need to follow through with that beautiful binder, right? You need to keep all your music together and always check. Just like you check your violin, you check for the music. I can print the copy, but that would be possible to be even more distracting than helpful because it has all the wrong fingering involved.
I think I remember most of them.
Right. I know that you do, but that's unnecessary waste of the attention. You know what I mean? Okay. That was the Russian version that we used, right?
Yeah.
Anything you want me to do to her?
No. No. What's the point? It's not going to solve the problem at hand.
Right.
Okay. We are right here. Do you see it?
Mm-hmm.
So that's where I wanted to start. Right there. And I will play with you. And boom, go. So go. And then you did one extra. He will smile and catch you. Don't worry. When it happens and if that happens, just go. Start. Go there. Go. bad at the end. Very, very good.
Bravo.
The end, remember where the beginning of the second half, it's a little messy. You need to find the music and you need to make sure that it all works out. Okay? Let's go back to the beginning. Oh, you played better when the computer died. So you have less than 2 weeks, right? No. Yes, less than 2 weeks. Don't waste them. Okay. We'll go a little bit at the time. The beginning is scary, and I can see that you're a little bit reluctant there. He's very, very good. And he will catch you, but it's best if he doesn't have to.
Well, I have sleeves
What's up?
I think the sweatshirt's interfering with her holding the
Ah,
violin.
all right. Then get rid of the sweatshirt.
But what do I know?
I'm wearing a dress that has sleeves like this.
Oh, well, you know, you wouldn't want to look too fancy or anything.
I really don't.
Well,
Right.
It has to go with this.
well, I'll just get the violin then.
Actually, oh my goes right here.
All right. This is a beautiful dress. So let's start a few times. He will play for you. Good. He may or may not play faster in the beginning. Pianists do that sometimes. I know he does it all the time. If he plays faster than your tempo, you start in your tempo. Okay? And most likely when we rehearse, he will ask you, sweetie, what tempo is yours? And he will probably start right then. Okay, you are much more comfortable now to play with the triplets, and that's better. Let's start again. I will just do 2 bars before. Good, and one more time. I try to trick you and I failed. so beautifully. And I play with you because I often closer to the concert play with my students. I try to pretend to be orchestra. Sometimes I lose it because I jump from one line to another. It's like which key, which graph. But in general, I noticed that students play better after that. And you now play much better, and you actually unleashed your emotion and stop being so cautious. You stop being survivalist. But the very da 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 da, you know, you don't sound good. Let's fix that. I know you can. So let's just start right there. Oh, you lost the music. That's probably right, right? Where is that? There, right here. Okay. So let's do this part a few times. 2, 3, 4. Sorry. My fault. Ready? And okay, that's not in tune. You have to find that F. So and vibrate. Go. No, you're playing low and without vibrato. Okay. Do you remember how many different kinds of shifts do we have?
2.
What are they?
Proper shift and rising shift.
So annoyingly smart. What do you feed her? Yes.
Last night I only had rice.
Oh. You
I only ate rice.
rice is good. Yesterday I had rice too all day, but you know I mixed it with other things. But I like rice.
Yeah.
So the proper shift or Russian shift? Which one are you doing here?
Proper.
Right. That would be good, but you are not doing that. So you are going from here to here.
And 5th position.
Correct. What is your ghost note?
C.
Ridiculously smart. But that makes matters worse. If you didn't know, we could blame it that you didn't know. But you know and you don't. Do you understand?
Not really.
Not really. You missed the note twice, even though you know the proper technique to do it without missing. Can you do this for me? Very elementary, simple arpeggio. Let's go. Who scratched your hand?
My cat.
You have a cat and a bunny? You're a lucky
We have
girl.
2 bunnies,
I
2
know.
dogs, and 4 cats.
4 cats?
Yeah.
Oh my god. You have a zoo. Okay, let's go. No. I do not want you to miss. I do not want you to vibrate. I do not want you to play loud and passionate. I want you to play slow and only God. No, that's supposed to be the 4th finger. That's why it's a ghost note. Open your toes a little bit wider. Right. So you go 1, 2, slow. On the same bow and then up bow here. Go. Save the bow. Correct. Right. And again, don't raise the shoulder. Right, and now you can do it with vibrato. Go. Vibrate. It's a fourth finger, child. Mhm. And now I want you to do this. No, go all the way to the fifth position. And again. Mhm. Don't raise the shoulder. That's right. And again. No, you're not making to the position. Keep the fourth finger above the string when you shift. And as a matter of fact, keep all of the fingers above the string when you shift. Very good. Now I want you to go. Right, never miss again. Understand? It's a matter of listening and practicing correctly because you were out of tune there. So let's go really slow from here. It's out of tune. That I cannot help you with because the fingering is in your part. And we can look here, maybe it is the same, but I often change it for different students. Is that the same fingering?
Yeah.
Then use it. Ready? And no, I want slow and two and good. And now let's assume that I'm in tune. When you play, adjust to me. Ready? And good, good. And now let's go from. You know where it is, right? Ready? And okay. I like how musical you are, but make sure that you're still in the core of the sound. Do you understand what I'm saying? No. You are always emotional and you're always musical. It comes with your heart. But you get a little bit too emotional and you stop listening to what you produce. So, and then you try to play soft, but you actually play dirty. So even if you hear, understand? The tone is supposed to be still clear. Let's go back to. Yeah, play big. It's a concerto for the violin and orchestra. So play like you have 50 people making noise behind you. Ready? And. again. You missed it again. When you practice at home, you should never, ever, ever miss something and just keep on going. You have to eliminate. Look what you gave me. Did you read it yourself? Did you actually read it, or you just brought a beautiful picture for me? You're missing this again because you played it too many times out of tune, and now you by default play wrong. We have to do 5 times on a row from this part, you know. Go for it. It is difficult, I'm not saying anything, but you know how to do it. Go. No, it's still a little bit flat. And I need vibrato on the top. And hold it longer. That's right. That I will count as 1. Go next one. Good. 3. That's a miss. You need to go to the C, not to the F. That's right. Again. Let's go on. In tempo now. Ready? And... Right, that's out. So this is a problem and you need to clear it. I know that you know now how to do this. Let's go back to that double stop in the very beginning. That was the problem. And go onwards and backwards. And can you play that part in tune for me? Very nice. One more time. And now I want you to play the double stop right before the... It is hard, it's harder for me. Nice. One more time. Good. And now I want you to play for me the whole bar like this. So you go here, and then what you do here, right? And then mentally, after you play this, mentally stop and set your song. And then go. Nice. And now from... Ready, and... That's right. That is good now. I want it always to be that good. Now we move forward. And we start the second half where you started to lose big times, blaming the absence of music. You know where we are? Right there. Oh, look. The notes are a little bit. That's probably why you're bored. It's like you're playing, and so went like that. So, right before you. Crashing already. where you died last time and you're dying right now again. Right? Let's go from here. And now. No, slow. Go. Heavier. Good. Same place. One more time. Wait. See, soloistic piano is at least mezzo forte with a strong sound, just soft, not too harsh, but loud anyway. And then there's a crescendo and a big build up there, so you play bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. So go, even in a slow tempo. No, that's not okay. There's a mess there. One more time. Right, up bow. Okay, one more time. No, absolutely do not play faster. Do not play faster. Let's go. That was very nice. And one more time, a little bit faster. Now, so go. Okay, you played that well, but you played it a little bit faster and you were comfortable. Now you're playing it a little bit slower and you're dying. Are you practicing in slow tempo or only fast? Yeah. You need to practice both. You need to practice slow and fast. You play fast, you practice slow, you learn more. Understand? Practice that spot. My mother needs something from me. My mother loves how you play, and she loves how you look. All right, let's go. Strong. Play musical. 2, 3, 4. this time you didn't play enough.
How many are there?
Mhm.
How many are there?
It's actually very complicated. This 2 bars plus 1. So you go. It's almost like he wrote one extra.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. When you went for the piano here, don't want that sound. Let's go from the fourth one. Ready and. Yeah, it's down bow on the G and then we go. Ready and. Right. So what you do is this. That's your 1. You arrive and you kiss that note. And another one. And then you play last one. Do you understand what I'm saying? If
Not
you,
really. I don't get where
it's good. I will explain again. It's good that you say that you don't understand. Would be better if you had your music there. So, so you do it. Can you do that with me? See, I'm arriving right here. I start right there, and I'm arriving on this strong beat of the bar. And I love this one more than others. From here, ready? And again, ready? And no, we're stopping right here. We're paying attention. Right, we start right there, and we stop on this one. 2, 3, 4. We start right here, and we stop on this note, and I want you to. Well, I cannot write on this. Let's go. See, Rome is here. Ready? And now we start on that note where we stopped, and we do one more bar, stopping once again. And then we start on that note that we just stopped, and we go on down bow and. No, that's not your then. Do you understand? We're starting right here, ready, and then. Good. And now we're doing the whole thing, ready, and. 1. 1. Okay, and you need music. It's alright. So get the music, fix these few spots that you had problems with, and finish memorizing. You know, it's terrible that you did not bring the music twice. This child did not bring the music to the lesson twice on the row. Did it ever happen to you? Hey, what a wrong answer. But guess what? It's like a disease. Last time I saw Luke and Oliver come with their grandmother, who obviously didn't grab the music bag, and the brats didn't even think that they do not have a butler to take care of them. So they came without the music. Do you know what they did? They both played by memory, no problem. Everything. Yeah, I chewed them up a little bit, but then I was actually impressed. 2 weeks. Okay? And next week that I see you, all the spots that we worked on, all the spots that had, there may be 3 or 4 places that are really a problem. Other than that, you're ready to go. Oh my God. Exactly. Can you believe the color of her nails?
White.
Ugh.
What is it?
Ugh. Oh God, that's such a beautiful girl, and it was like dead white. Yeah. All right. Anyway, well, white do you think is better than black? I don't like neither. Anyway, questions? Go practice. Let's go.